Imagine a skyline rapidly transforming cranes dotting the horizon, new neighborhoods emerging from once empty fields, and communities buzzing with fresh energy. This isn't a scene from a big metropolitan hub like Toronto or Vancouver. It's happening right here in Alberta. Over the past year, Alberta's housing market has witnessed an unprecedented construction boom, positioning the province as a rising star in Canada's real estate landscape. But what's fueling this surge, and what does it mean for buyers, investors, and local economies? Let's dig deep into the driving forces behind Alberta's housing starts explosion and explore how this boom is reshaping the province's future. Alberta's housing boom. A snapshot. Alberta has been breaking records with consistently high housing starts for 19 consecutive months, hovering above 40,000 units on a seasonally adjusted annual rate. To put that in perspective, February 2025 saw nearly 55,000 housing starts, significantly above the national average, and a marked increase from previous years. This construction frenzy is predominantly centered in Calgary and Edmonton, the province's two largest urban centers. But the ripple effects are felt beyond these cities, boosting activity in smaller markets like Red Deer, Lethbridge, Medicine Hat, and Grande Prairie. The scale and pace of construction in Alberta are reshaping its housing supply landscape in ways unseen in decades. What's driving the surge in housing starts? Several key factors combine to fuel this construction boom. 1. Robust population growth. Alberta has experienced one of the highest population growth rates in Canada, adding nearly 43,000 new residents in Q3 2024 alone. This growth is largely driven by interprovincial migration, people moving from other provinces to Alberta in search of better economic opportunities and quality of life. More people means greater demand for housing, prompting builders to ramp up supply. 2. Economic resilience and diversification. Historically reliant on the energy sector, Alberta's economy is diversifying into technology, manufacturing, and services. Strong economic fundamentals and rising employment rates create confidence for developers and investors alike, encouraging new projects to meet anticipated housing needs. 3. Affordable land and development costs. Compared to overheated markets like Toronto or Vancouver, land and development costs in Alberta remain more affordable. This lower cost barrier enables builders to undertake larger scale developments, including single-family homes, townhouses, and multi-unit condominiums, making projects economically viable and attractive. 4. Government support and policy. Both provincial and municipal governments have introduced measures to facilitate housing development, from streamlined permitting processes to incentives for affordable housing projects. These policies aim to tackle supply shortages and keep pace with rapid population growth. The numbers tell the story. Let's dive into the data that illustrate Alberta's construction boom. Housing starts. The province recorded nearly 55,000 housing starts in February 2025, a significant leap from the 46,000 units started in January. Over the past 19 months, housing starts consistently stayed above 40,000 units per month on an annualized basis. Urban centers leading the charge. Calgary and Edmonton alone account for over 90% of these starts, underscoring the concentrated growth in Alberta's main urban corridors. Year-to-date performance. Alberta's total housing starts in early 2025 outpaced national growth, reflecting builders' confidence in the province's market fundamentals. Types of housing. A balanced mix of detached homes, semi-detached, townhouses, and condos are being developed, addressing diverse buyer needs from first-time homeowners to downsizers and investors. Impact on local communities and economy. This surge in construction isn't just about numbers on a chart. It has tangible effects on Alberta's communities. 1. Job creation. The construction boom fuels employment across multiple sectors. Construction workers, architects, engineers, real estate agents, suppliers, and more. This job creation ripple supports household incomes and spending, bolstering the provincial economy. 2. Infrastructure development. New housing development often bring upgraded infrastructure roads, schools, parks, and public transit. These improvements enhance quality of life for residents and can increase property values in surrounding areas. 3. Market balance. Increasing housing supply helps ease inventory shortages, especially in tight resale markets. While demand remains strong, more available homes can moderate price inflation and give buyers better choices. Challenges and considerations. While Alberta's housing construction boom presents exciting opportunities, it also brings challenges. Supply chain and labor shortages. The rapid pace of construction puts pressure on material supply chains and skilled labor availability. Delays and cost increases can occur if these bottlenecks aren't managed. Environmental concerns. Large-scale developments require careful environmental planning to minimize impacts on natural landscapes and ensure sustainable growth. Affordability issues. Even with increased supply, rising land and construction costs can push prices up, potentially limiting affordability for some buyers. What's next? The forecast for Alberta housing starts. Looking ahead, experts project continued strong housing starts through 2025, driven by ongoing population growth and robust market demand. While some moderation is expected as markets balance out, Alberta's construction activity is likely to remain well above national averages for the foreseeable future. Developers are increasingly exploring innovative housing solutions, such as higher density infill projects, modular homes, and sustainable building techniques to address evolving buyer preferences and regulatory pressures. Final thoughts. Why Alberta's construction boom matters. Alberta's housing starts surge reflects a dynamic interplay of economic vitality, demographic shifts, and policy support. For home buyers, this means more options and potentially better pricing as supply improves. For investors, Alberta presents a promising market ripe with opportunity amid a construction-driven growth story. For communities, the boom means renewed vibrancy, infrastructure growth, and economic momentum. What does this housing boom mean for you? Are you considering buying or investing in Alberta's real estate? Or maybe you're watching how your community is changing with all this new construction. Drop your thoughts, questions, or local insights in the comments below. I'd love to hear how Alberta's booming housing market is impacting your life or plans.